a six-termed expression here. Now this method I'm going to show you is not, you probably just figure it out on your own by other means, but it is a six-term expression with no greatest common factor. So we're going to use these guys called elementary symmetric polynomials. Now here are our substitutions. This is called sigma 1 is equal to x plus y. Sigma 2 is equal to the product. It makes sense to think of these substitutions since these type of variables are present. You see an xy right there, even though it turns out not to be particularly useful in this case. Now notice that sigma 1 squared, sigma 1 is x plus y, so you get this. Now that's useful clearly because it's the first three terms of the expression we're trying to factor. So that expression does become sigma 1 squared. Okay, again, y'all, I'm not recopying this. Sigma 1 squared is literally equal to the first three terms of this six-termed expression that we're trying to factor. Now notice that 4 is common right here. So we can write this as 4 times x plus y minus 21. Y'all check this out. Of course, this is equal to just sigma 1. All right, so what we end up with is sigma 1 squared plus 4 times sigma 1. And I know a lot of you guys already recognize that this is factorable in the variable sigma 1 minus 21. Okay, let me create some space here, folks. Now this is clearly, if this was just x, you would know to factor this, and it does factor nicely into sigma 1 plus 7 and then sigma 1 minus 3, right? So that's kind of cool. Notice we never really needed sigma 2 here because this is a relatively straightforward problem actually, but it's still useful. All right, now remember sigma 1 is x plus y, and we were asked a question in terms, we're supposed to factor something in terms of x and y, right? So we can't leave the factorization this way, but all that remains is just a straightforward substitution. We'll just replace sigma 1 with what it's equal to, which is x plus y. Now, that would be x plus y plus 7. Again, we're asked a question in Spanish, so we answer it in Spanish, right? And then this would be x plus y minus 3, right? Okay, and y'all, this definitely constitutes a complete factorization. Let me get that circle as the final answer. And y'all, I do want to point out, it was really this part right here was really unnecessary. We didn't need it. We could have written this as 2 times sigma 2, but then that would just be an unnecessary complication. It comes in handy to have this sometimes, but in this case, we only used this particular substitution, and that was satisfactory to get the job done. But again, what we did is completely factor a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 term expression, and we did it by this substitution scheme, which got us to terra firma right here. This form right here is something that's easy to factor all the way back to high school algebra, right? And then you factor it in this different domain, if you will, and then just once you factored it it's completely factored in the ESP domain, and then you just do the substitute the thing and get the result. So anyway, I thought it was pretty cool, maybe unnecessary machinery, but it's still something that's a powerful factoring technique.